Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, my dudes. Oh! I know I think it's Wednesdays. It doesn't matter. Hey, we got some news updates for you. Some movie news. We got some, just a handful of headlines that we're going to be talking about today. Of course, the biggest headline is I have seen the Superman trailer. Everyone, I know. Very exciting. Listen, we did a live reaction. Check it out. I uploaded it to the podcast feed. So if you're listening to this on a podcast, well, guess what? Right before this episode, it's the Superman reaction. Does it work as an audio experience? Yeah, probably not. If I'm being completely honest, it probably isn't that good. But hey, there you go. You got it. Oh my gosh. It was amazing. I don't want to fawn over this trailer again, because God knows I've done it so many times already. Just in the 3 hours we were streaming last night. But God, we showed it to our daughter this morning, and she was glued. And when she saw Crypto, she got so happy. She was so excited. And then she does this thing when she gets really excited where she freezes and she turns around and looks at us and she's like, that was, and usually she says amazing, but today she said that was excellent. So there you go, James Gunn. You got one kid on your side. Am I going to try and not sneak, but am I going to try and get Henry into the theater as well? Even though he'll be a year and a half. I mean, look, we might go to a very early showing that no one else is at and take Henry. I want Henry's first movie to be Superman. Viv's first movie was the Super Mario Brothers movie. So I feel like that's the 1-2 punch, 1-2. Only thing that'd be better is if there was a new Back to the Future or something. Anywho, there's not a new Back to the Future, but there are other new things going on in the world of movies. So let's go ahead and dive in. Don't worry, all the news is not going to be about Superman. Only 90% of the news today is related to Superman. To story number 1. James Gunn confirms Supergirl starts filming in January. That's right. This is from Culture Crave. It doesn't look like they linked to where this was said, so I don't know. It could have been James Gunn's Blue Sky or Threads or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, James Gunn confirms Supergirl. So, Supergirl, as you all know, we're getting a movie, Supergirl. It's going to be awesome. Tom King, I believe. I always get Tom King and Tim King mixed up. But Tom King is the comics writer. And he wrote Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, which if you're watching the video version, that's where this cover comes from. And I've heard nothing but great things. I actually can see the trade paperback sitting right here on my desk. And I still have not read it yet. I probably got it 4 months ago. I need to. I want to. God, I want to. So, we're going to check that out. I'm excited, obviously. Obviously, I'm excited for more Super Family anything. I'm ready for James Gunn to greenlight his Crypto movie, alright? I don't even care. What would it be? Doesn't matter. I say basically you should do Homeward Bound. Holy crap, that actually sounds amazing. You do Homeward Bound, but it's Crypto, and let's get Streaky in there. Maybe Bizzed, or what's the Squirrel Green Lantern? I mean, basically, you just get the cast of, of the Super Pets, but you do it good this time. Crypto's so adorable, you guys. He's so adorable. Every time I see Crypto, I tear up, because he is just the perfect version of this dog. I love it so much. Let me know what you think about a new Supergirl movie. I hate that we're not getting the same actress from The Flash back as Supergirl. She did such a great job. And like, I would have loved to have seen her in more things, specifically as Supergirl. Maybe one day we'll get like an Elseworlds or something, and it'll be more about her. I think that could be cool. Obviously, the director of The Flash is still involved with DC stuff, so it could possibly happen. Could happen. I don't know if it will, obviously. But if there was a good story, I'd love to see it. All right. Next story. Via James Gunn. Experience the sight and sound of Superman. John Murphy's take on John Williams' classic Superman theme featured in the trailer is available now. That's right. It is available on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, I guess is what it's called now, YouTube Music, and there's like 25 other things listed. So he has the link to it. I will post this link in the description of this episode or in the pinned comment if you're on YouTube. And I've already added it to my playlist for the year. I do this thing with music where I create a playlist for each year, and like any song doesn't necessarily have to be new. I mean, typically they are, but they can also just be songs that are big for me this year. Typically they involve music from trailers or movies or something. Like all the Wonka music is on there. The Wicked music is on there. But I mean, then there's also like Hot to Go and Espresso and stuff like that. So yeah, this is on my 2024 playlist. It will also go on my 2025 playlist. And what's cool is like if I ever want to revisit a year, I just go back to that year and hit play, and there you go. It's like I'm time traveling in my ears. How are you feeling about this theme, by the way? I like it. Like, I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your comments. I wasn't expecting like an electric guitar. Like that just wasn't the vibe I was expecting, but I love it. Also reminded me a lot of like Jimi Hendrix doing the national anthem. So I mean, like that was like, you know, it's almost like this is the anthem of DC. You know, I'm excited. I think that's the last Superman related story. I think. No, there's one more. I forgot. This is only tangentially related. All right. DC says Clayface will be their version of The Fly. Filming starts early next year. No director is attached yet. This is via Brandon Davis from TW. I'm assuming that stands for The Wire. That could be anything, I guess. Maybe it's Twitter, but I guess that'd actually be the X. Anyway, The Fly. I'm assuming they're talking about the one that's pictured in this post, but the Jeff Goldblum 80s version of The Fly. I've actually never watched it. I've never seen Jeff Goldblum's Fly. I've seen the original The Fly, and that freaked me out as a kid. I mean, I was like 7, and it was horrifying. Like, the whole movie was good, you know? But then, like, seeing the dude when, like, he pulls the sheet off and he's got a big fly head, like, that freaked me out. But the thing that freaked me out so much worse was the dude half fly on the fly's body and the spider is getting ready to eat him. That freaked me out. Like, I still am freaked out by that. I literally cannot think of a worse way to die than getting eaten by a giant effing spider. That is absolutely horrifying. I would do anything I could to just die before it swallows me. Before it... I can't talk about this. Shoo! God, it's making my skin crawl. Anyway, The Fly is on sale, by the way, on Apple Digital. It's $4.99 right now. They got a lot of stuff on sale right now. I think Dune Part 2 is $4.99. There's a ton, like literally thousands of things I bought a couple of seasons of shows that I've been wanting to check out. There's one called From. There's this guy I follow on TikTok that talks about alien movies. I wish I could remember his name. He's great. But he talks about his theories, especially post Alien Romulus. And like he's always talking about how like Prometheus, he loves Alien is his favorite movie of all time. Lost is one of his favorite shows of all time, if not his favorite show of all time. And he said, if you like any of these things, you should watch the show From. So what did I do? I bought season 1 and 2 just off his recommendation. No idea what it's about. Don't really want to know what it's about. But season 1 was $4.99 and season 2 was $9.99. So if you want to check that out. There's some other stuff. Crypto the Superdog, the show is on sale. There's a lot. I'm not going to get into it, but you know, if you're interested in digital media, tons of stuff. All right, moving on. Via Culture Crave. The final season of Stranger Things has wrapped filming, is releasing on Netflix in 2025. 2025, what a year. What a year. We're going to have Superman. We're going to have the Netflix. We're going to have Stranger Things. We got 28 years later. So many good things. I'm blanking on literally anything else, but we're getting it. Oh yeah, Captain America. There's probably some others that I'm just blanking on, but yeah. Oh, the Thunderbolts. There you go. I'm excited for Stranger Things. God, these kids look old. These kids gotta be like in their early 30s at this point, right? Man alive. I'm old. Phew. Me and Maggie got married, I'm pretty sure the year Stranger Things came out. No, I'm sorry. It was the year season 2 came out. Because we went on our honeymoon, and when we got back, we binged the entire season 2. It was the best way to start a marriage. First part, getting married. Second part, going to Disney World. Third part, coming back. Just mainlining Stranger Things season 2. And also playing Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch. And it's been marital bliss ever since. Last story. And then we'll talk about what's releasing this week. Sonic 4 is in the works, releasing in theaters spring 2027. This comes from Variety. We're getting a 4th Sonic, y'all. I'm excited, especially with the buzz on the internet. If it's any indicator, this movie's gonna make some huge bank. What buzz? The internet buzz. What the F is the internet? Jay and Silent Bob. Sonic 4. What do y'all want from Sonic 4? Obviously, we're getting Shadow. Somebody brought up in the chat last night on the live stream if Amy Rose was to be added, who would we want to play? And I thought about it, and like somebody was throwing out some names, blanking on all of them right now. But I feel like it'd have to be somebody like super famous, right? I mean, because anytime they've added another character, think about it. They added Knuckles and it's Idris Elba. They added Shadow and it's Keanu Reeves. Like, I feel like if you're gonna add another character, it's got to be like, I don't know, Taylor Swift. Probably not Taylor Swift. I could see Ariana Grande, but at the same time, like, nah, I could see it actually. There's nothing. Like, I was thinking, like, would she want to do it? But it's tied to Paramount. She's obviously a Nickelodeon kid. I could see that being a thing. Plus, I mean, it's a paycheck, like a big paycheck, just to do a voice. You know, I could see her wanting to do that, especially like, you know, post Wicked, just something kind of lower key. You know, having fun with the other people. I mean, you know, she'd be in a movie with Idris Elba and Keanu Reeves. You know. I'd like it. I'm excited for it. Speaking of Sonic, coming out this week, we got Sonic the Hedgehog 3, everybody. Currently sitting at 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. Runtime of 1 hour, 49 minutes. I did not check to see if there is a post-credit scene. I do apologize. I would imagine there's probably something. I usually, while the credits are rolling, Google name of movie, post credits, question mark, and find out. So there's a little pro tip. Plus, I like to just sit in the theater during the credits and just let everybody else neander out, because then I don't have to fight anybody for, like, you know, hurrying or getting them in a herd. Like, I can just kind of relax, you know, talk to Maggie about the movie for a minute, you know. It's kind of nice. But yeah, we are going to watch Sonic the Hedgehog 3 tomorrow, and we are taking our daughter to watch it, and she is gonna be very excited. She has no idea that it's happening, but she loves Sonic. So this is what we do. We figured out early on, if we tell her we're going to watch a movie, she will not go to sleep. So, or she'll ask us every day until the movie, are we going tomorrow? Are we going tomorrow? So now we just don't say anything. And then once we're in the car and we drop off baby Henry, and we're actually heading towards the theater, we honestly don't even really tell her until we're pulling into the theater. And then she's like, what are we doing? And then we tell her we're watching a movie, and she freaks out. It's great. It's so fun. It's fun every time. So Sonic the Hedgehog 3, hope everybody enjoys it. Again, I've heard really great things. I love the Sonic movies so far. We also got Joe Mufasa, The Lion King, coming out today. 57% currently. 1 hour, 58 minutes. I've seen mixed reports. I've heard that it's a little bit better than the last one, but that it's still fun. The same kind of, you know, negatives people were saying about it being kind of soulless, because, like, you know, or lifeless. Not really soulless, but lifeless, like, because it's just too real looking. I've heard that's kind of similar with this one. Not surprising. I mean, it's the exact same. I don't know. I'd say I'm actually a little more excited about this one than I initially was. I really didn't care for the live action Lion King movie. I use live action very, I don't know, sparingly. That's not the word I'm looking for. But you get the idea. Like, it's not really live action. It's all CG. But, you know, this one, it looks decent. You know, I like the fact that it's original story. You know, I feel like the Lion King, the live action, the original Lion King live action, wasn't really. It's not even that it wasn't necessary. It's just it was kind of bland. Like, it was the same stuff, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But, like, the biggest one that I see is when they do the I just can't wait to be king, and they're at the watering hole, and, like, in the cartoon, it's, you know, beautiful, vibrant, all these colors. It's, you know, lively. It is just an epic musical moment, right? And in this, they're just kind of running around a water hole. And, like, you know, I feel like that kind of loses what makes it special, you know? I don't know. Especially, it came out after Aladdin. I feel like Aladdin did a much better job of capturing that, kind of the essence, you know, the magicalness, you know, pun not intended. But, you know, like, Never Had a Friend Like Me, I feel like that musical number was much better. Or even, Prince Ali, like that one I love in the live action. I love especially Will Smith's gigantic hat. Never fails to make me laugh. The hat is just ridiculously big, and like bigger than Turd Ferguson. Like, it is just the biggest hat. Like, I'm sure they had to have it on wires or something to keep it there. All right. Other releases, everybody. 28 Days Later is finally available on digital. It actually dropped on December 18th, 2 days ago. Currently, it's available for $14.99 on Apple. I'm pretty sure it's the same price everywhere. It does have a little price listed as $4.99, but when you go to buy it, it says $14. So I don't know if that's an error. Keep an eye out. You may be able to snag this for $5. As you all know, this has been kind of out of print for a bit. So it's been really difficult to get your hands on a new copy. Obviously, you could like eBay it or find it used or whatever. But yeah, digital. Maggie's never seen it, so we're gonna watch it. I'm gonna show it to her. And that new trailer for 28 Years Later looks great. Honestly, scared me a lot more than I was expecting. Like I wasn't really scared of like the 28 stuff, but like it was creepy, especially like there's some stuff kind of looked like a cult going on. And I'm all about that, you know? That stuff's crazy. You give me 28 Days Later meets Midsummer, I'm done. Juror number 2 has hit max, everybody. This actually hit max today. I've heard, you know, I think it sounds interesting enough. I think it's a Clint Eastwood movie, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, take that for one of those. Obviously, he has some political views that are very much garbage. But, you know, it is what it is. Steve Holt. Speaking of Superman. He's in it. Sounds good. He's a juror. He's on a jury. And turns out he's actually realizes that he's the one that killed somebody. The guy's up for the guy's going to court over. I don't know if it's like somebody got hit by a car or something. It turns out he was the one that hit him with the car. I don't know. I don't know any of that. I just know that basically he's the jury for the crime that he committed, and he has to choose whether or not to take the fall or to send this other guy that's up for the crime. So it sounds really good, if I'm being honest. I love a good courtroom drama. You know, Few Good Men. Am I right? Come on. Coming out December 22nd. That's this Sunday. We got What If Season 3. I believe it's daily drops. I could be wrong. It's either the entire season or every day there's a new episode. But check out What If. I actually really liked Season 2. Liked Season 2 much better than Season 1. Season 1 was, I don't know. I think just where it was weekly, it was just hard for me to stay connected to it. But Season 2, just being able to boom, 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 it worked a lot better. And yeah, that's it. That's it, y'all. We did it. Of course, next week is Christmas. It's the holiday season. So if you celebrate. Will I be back next week? I'll at least be here Monday. I'll give you that much. I will promise to do the Monday morning because we'll talk box office. And then after that, I'm not sure. We haven't decided yet. I'm thinking maybe we just take the week off. I think, spend time with the kids. Kind of rest up. Come back from, the break. We're talking about doing a lot of new cool things come January for hopefully awesome. And so it might be good to kind of rest and come back strong when we launch all that out. So we'll see. But I will definitely be back on Monday. Sorry, I almost said Friday. I'll definitely be back on Monday. We'll talk about the box office. I'll tell you what we thought about Sonic 3. All that fun stuff. Cover any kind of news that drops. Who knows? Maybe there'll be another Superman trailer. There won't be. But yeah. Everyone, I hope you all have an excellent weekend. I hope your Friday goes by really quickly at work and then slows all the way down so you can just enjoy whatever time you have to yourself and with your friends, family, and loved ones. But that is going to wrap it up for me this weekend. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'll see you Monday for the box office. Thanks for watching. And as always, have a hopefully awesome day. Goodbye.